Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at how long will Bitcoin continue to stay over here and make us frustrated. Well, it's getting close enough to confirm the bottom, but Bitcoin and all the assets, guys, when they are in such a major downfall and in such a strong downtrend, on the weekly interval, Bitcoin is so much in the downtrend. The reversal in this case to an uptrend would just not happen in a week or so. We'll first have to stop this downtrend, and that's what we are watching in the price action. Are we seeing enough confirmation of that stoppage happening and a base forming? And how will and where the strength will begin? In this video, I'll talk about all of that, what we'll have to keep watching from here on. How many days are we away from turning around to the proper upside, and or can things get worse? Let's talk about all of that. Once I'll let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing, and also please hit the like and subscribe, it helps out a lot, guys. Okay, so Bitcoin, as I provided you this trend line last time, I mentioned that so far it's holding. However, since this is an uptrending line in an overall structural downtrend that I just showed you on the weekly interval, first of all, it's just a reference line and its weightage is very less. Okay, that's why I always say these opposite side of trend lines, you have to use it only as a reference. And once we start to lose it, I mentioned that we'll then test these significant levels down here, and we pretty much are testing that right now. Structure overall on the weekly interval is still though bearish. Okay, nothing has changed there. Okay, right over here on the weekly interval, we are still in the bearish structure. But as I said, we have to see the bottom formation. Are we seeing enough signs of that? So let's get rid of this trend line first here. We don't need this anymore. So the answer is that yes, this is still a good sign of bottom formation. Now it's important though we accumulate here for coming days. Okay, definitely, as if we lose this 65,000 to 66,500 area, we still have a room to get to $60,000 again. All right, and that will be, then you are looking at then potential a double bottom formation, but that double bottom will only confirm as we then regain again above $65,000 area. So yes, we can still dip lower, but we still have until $60,000 is still a potential of bottom formation. Now at this point, overall structure is still negative. As I say, we are trying to form a bottom over here. So if any uptrend trade is taken, you can only take that on multi-day side or a day trade potential side or a session or two. Okay, because those are just rebound trades. Now let's get to the hourly interval. There is one zone that I have here. This is when I do members only videos, I talked about this zone there. If you remember, you know what I mean. Now this zone, I'll get to that in just a second. Previously this was the zone which we couldn't regain above, thus we remain in the weakness. Also, Bitcoin is in a channel here, a lower time frame downtrending channel, which it's testing again the high side of it again. But it's been in this lower moving channel, trying to get out of it. But just because it gets out of it doesn't mean it's a bullish straight away multi-day again. We will have to get above this zone, guys. That's why this zone I provided to my members, 67,800 to 68,200 area. That's the zone. If we get above that, then only your multi-day strength will come again. Okay, but take it as a multi-day strength only for now. So yeah, because we will, for any good daily interval strength to happen on this thing, we'll have to get above this particular zone of still $73,000. Okay, things are still chopping around. As you can see, we are still going in that selling off after rebounding. But the thing is that this is still in the formation of potential bottom here, unless and until, like, definitely if we start to lose 65,000 below, I will be definitely, the bottom will get weaker technically, and $60,000 will be the next target. Now, I still don't think Bitcoin will lose $60,000. Definitely, if we lose 65, the probability of that will become higher of losing 60,000. But the thing is that we have a 200 weeks moving average there. We had a lot of orders come in at $60,000 on this candle here. And we also have a previous really good price action sitting over here. For Bitcoin, there is a lot of confluence sitting in this zone, and thus breaking this right now is, the scenario of that happening is very low. Okay, but Bitcoin can take here its sweet time. Bitcoin, when it goes in the range, it goes in the range for quite some time. All right, now definitely if we lose that $60,000, that will be very problematic, and that will take us, to the zones below. Right now levels are not showing up because on my tools I haven't pushed the timeline. So if you have access to my tools, you can use the timeline there. Don't worry about the levels at the lower. It just, those price points are so close together, that's why so many levels down there. But when I'll pan it out, those levels will take space and distance. But what we can also do for right now, because we want to see up at the top, I'll just do the medium here on my tools. The setting, my tools take care of everything for you guys. If you need access to my tools, details are in the description of this video. You have to trade with these zones, guys. So yeah, if anyhow we lose $60,000, which I don't expect that to happen, but if we lose that, then we are watching levels like 50,000 as well. And I'm seeing closely stacked lines are where the stronger ones are, right? All these significant levels are important along the ways, but the magnet is usually where, some are closely stacked together. And this is the zone 32,000. I don't think we'll get there, but yeah, that will be that. I don't think we'll get there though. I'm just scaring you here now. You can already see right now that Bitcoin is just about to, it's showing some strength, showing some bounce back up. I'm just gonna change the visibility here on these ones to just the hourly channel, and also this box, I'll just put it on the hourly channel, just to, and lower, I mean, yeah. So yeah, it's still fine. Better if we get above this zone like 69 soon enough. That is what I want to see. But so far, again, this is, I would say, a part of, bottom formation here for me, and I'm not too worried right now on Bitcoin as it is. So that's my take. Breaking out above the channel already, but we need to get above that 67,900 to 68,200 area, and we'll be just fine. All right, guys, that's all I had for you in this update, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.